Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the Thursday, July 6, 2023 Organizational Public Work Regular Business Meeting of the Plainedge Board of Education. Do I have a motion to open the meeting? Dr. Netto, second. Mr. Spagnolo, all in favor? Opposed? Abstain? All right, thank you. Will everyone please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, we are going to swear in the newly elected board member. Mr. Bayrudi, please stand. Thank you. Yep, me. I state your name.
I, Joseph Bayrudi,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of Board of Education trustee
the duties of Board of Education trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Okay. Okay, now newly re-elected board trustee, Mr. Spagnolo, please stand. I state your name.
I, Sonny Spinello,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of Board of Education trustee
the duties of Board of Education trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. And, sorry. Yeah. Okay, the floor is now open for nominations for the office of President of the Board of Education for the 23-24 school year. Do I have any nominations? Dr. Netto?
I'd like to nominate Dr. Linda Daniel.
Okay, thank you. Second's not required. Are there any other nominations? No? All in favor of Dr. Nadian as board president? Okay, everyone's in favor. Congratulations. You have to come up and be sworn in, please. And then you're moving over next. I state your name.
I, Linda Nadian,
Do solemnly swear
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
President of the Board of Education
President of the Board of Education
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. You are signing. Now, you could assume the presidency next to Dr. Salina. Okay, the floor is now open for nominations to the office of Vice President of the Board of Education for the 23-24 school year. Do I have a nomination?
The nominee, right?
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? No, all in favor of Ms. Caparis as Board Vice President? Okay, opposed? And that's it. Congratulations, Ms. Caparis.
Thank you.
Oh, no, wait, sorry. Just wait in. I state your name.
I, Raymond Paris,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
Vice President of the Board of Education
Vice President of the Board of Education
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Sign. you. Moving on, Dr. Selena. The oath of office as superintendent of schools. I state your name.
I, Renee Selena Jr.,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of superintendent of schools
the duties of superintendent of school
according to the best of my
according
ability.
to the best of my ability.
Thank you. You. Okay, Mrs. McCarthy. As district treasurer, I state your name.
I, Teresa McCarthy,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of district treasurer
the duties of District Treasurer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, thank you. Okay, you're signing now. Dr. LaValliant.
Next.
I
I,
state your name.
Guy Loran,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
will faithfully discharge
the duties of Assistant District Treasurer
the duties of Assistant District Treasurer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're signing now. Thank you. Mrs. McCarthy, you're up again. I state your name.
I, Teresa McCarthy,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of Assistant District Clerk
the duties of Assistant District Clerk
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you. And now Mrs. McCarthy will do the oath of office to me.
Raise your right hand, please state I and your name.
I, Maureen Ryan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of District Clerk
the duties of District Clerk
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Please sign here.
Thank you. And now I will pass the meeting on to our new president, Dr. Nadian.
Thank you. We have other appointments. Can I have a motion to accept items number 1 to 33 under other appointments? Mr. Paris, second, Dr. Neto. Do I have any opposed or abstaining? Designations. Can I have a motion to accept items number 1 and 2 under designations? Mr. Spagnola, Mr. Paris, second. Any opposed? Authorizations. Can I have a motion to accept items number 1 through 16 under authorizations? Dr. Neto, second, Mr. Paris. Opposed? Abstained? Can I have a motion to accept items number 1 through 15 under other items? Mr. Paris? Second, Dr. Neto? All in favor? Or opposed or abstaining? No? Do I have a motion to adjourn the organizational meeting? Dr. Neto? Second, Mr. Spagnola. Any opposed? Abstention? No? first time's the hardest, right? Especially with the 5-minute span. Open the public work meeting. Do I have a motion to convene the public work session of the Plainedge Board of Education? Dr. Neto, second, Mr. Paris, all in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? All right, we'll begin with the superintendent's remarks.
We had an incredible graduation. It was amazing for those people that were present. Lots of happy families, lots of happy children, lots of grandparents. It was beautiful. So I want to compliment the high school administration and thank them for their hard work, and the teachers that organized and run this with the administration collaboratively. So I want to thank all the teachers that were present. And we're already off and running as far as our summer projects go, as everybody knows. On an annual basis, we do a number of capital improvements, and we also obviously empty out almost pretty much every single classroom. So thank you to Mr. Prochaska and the entire custodial and maintenance staff. So we're underway at this point in time. So lots of great things going on, and it's summertime too. So it's kind of bittersweet in the sense that, you know, there's not a lot of children around. I do. Luckily, there are a couple of workout sessions that are going on out here. I had a chance to join a number of the girls and boys that were working out on the football field this morning. Everybody's hydrating. Obviously, we want to make sure everybody stays healthy. But it's great to see the kids around. So, and that concludes my remarks at this time. That's it?
Reports, discussions, and presentations.
None at this time.
None at this time. The fiscal reports? And a review of the business agenda? Any questions about the review of the business agenda? Future agenda items?
During the public work session.
We would like a motion to adjourn the public work session. Mr. Paris? Mrs. Spagnolo? All in favor?
Opposed?
Opposed? Abstained.
Mhm.
Good.
Approval of, no.
That's right.
Okay. Do I have a motion to convene the regular business meeting? Mr. Paris, second, Mrs. Spagnola. Do I have a second? Oh, we did, we had a second. All in favor? It looks easier than it is, doesn't it? Opposed? Abstaining? No? All right, so approval of the minutes of the June 15th public work session, regular business meeting. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes of the June 22nd,
Oh, yep, June
2020
15th, June 15th.
Oh, June 15th, 2023 public work session, regular business meeting. First, Mr. Paris, second, Dr. Neto. All in favor? Any opposed? Abstaining? Two. And approval of the treasurers and the warrant reports. Do I have a motion to accept the May 2021 treasurers reporting warrant reports? 2023.
Yeah, but two people.
Number 129, 131, 135, and 137. Okay, do we have a motion? Mr. Paris, second. Dr. Neto, all in favor? Any opposed?
Yeah, that's sort of
Or
a table, so they
abstaining?
didn't see it.
All right, now we have the opportunity for members to say a few words. Who would like to do that?
Just want to talk about Dr. Sina said the graduation went flawlessly. Great job by everybody that was there. Parents were so happy, and the rain held out so they could take pictures outside, so it was really a nice night. Everybody did a great job, and thanks for everybody who put that together. Thank you.
So for this one.
Yes.
All right, we're just going to go back to the approval of the minutes. We're going to table it because we need to have a quorum, which we do not have. So we're going to table that for now. And then we'll approve that when we do have a quorum.
Bring it back to the next meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you. Business? Is there any new business for us to work this time?
Yeah, Mr. Bayrudy?
Sorry if this is not in the right place, obviously new to this as well. There's some things that I was hoping to bring to the board in terms of what we provide to the public in terms of transparency. It's probably some items that were brought up as just a member in the audience. One of the things that I think is important for the public to see is a lot of the attachments that are assigned that we see that I think are public information. Instead of having people having to request that, I'd like it to hopefully just be put out there. Obviously going through it, I think there's some information that is probably not privy to the public, could be considered confidential. But I think the majority of it should be available so that people have the opportunity to digest the information as we do. So that's just one thing that I wanted to raise. I don't know if that's something that's brought to a motion or how that's discussed. There are a few other items also that I wanted to raise.
We'll have to take them individually at this time, so are you making a motion at this point in time, Mr. Bayroudi?
Yeah, I'll make a motion for it then.
Anyone second the motion?
So the documents that are attached to the agendas, having that be public, present to public as well, something similar to other school districts that surround us, they provide that as well.
There's a motion on the floor at this point in time, is there a second? Next topic, Mr. Bayroudi, please.
The other topic is with respect to questions that are presented to the board. My understanding is that sometimes it takes a while for there to be a response, and I know that it has to be done in a collaborative format. I'd like to propose that we at least acknowledge the email within 48 hours of receipt. That's something that sounds like doesn't necessarily happen. But in addition to that, obviously, hopefully, provide a response to that's substantive within 5 business days. I'd like to put that in motion.
So you're making a motion for that. Does anyone second that?
We do that already, but
Oh,
he's asking for
okay.
it, so I can't, you know.
Okay.
The motion on the floor is, I think that what the practice is 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours, the person gets a response or acknowledgement, and that's been directed to others, so I don't know if you really even need to make them,
Okay.
that
So I'll
there.
withdraw.
In a timely fashion, the response is made. Yeah, well, thanks.
That's pretty much it for me. Oh, sorry, one more other thing. I understand that there's committees that we have, that we set up for special purposes. Is there a way to start looking into specifically exploratory committees that are involved in certain processes of the school district? So what's interesting is just reading, I'm sure we all received the newspapers from the New York State School Board Association, and there was actually an interesting article about committees. And what it referenced was having committees play a role in helping boards make decisions. And I thought it's one of those things that could be beneficial to the school district, especially if you have experts in the community. So similar, so for example, teachers, administrators in other school districts, forming committees with people with such experience to help also provide another set of opinions that could be evaluated when helping the board make decisions, being part of that.
So are you
process.
making a motion for that?
Yeah, I guess I'll make a motion for that as well, to create exploratory committees for that.
Does anyone second that?
Into that, I mean, it's something to look into, but I think we do have a lot of input from the community, so I think it's something we can kind of look into.
Are you seconding it? If you're seconding it, then it can be open for the board for discussion, and then finally a vote.
I mean, I would second that because I think we do have committees, so I think it's important that we kind of just let people know that we do have committees, and I think it's important that we kind of look into that, so I think it's something that I would kind of second.
Okay, so it's open for discussion for the board at this time?
So I think we have many committees already, audit committees and other committees, so I'm not sure what committees we would be looking at to form.
So, for example, one of the committees I'm thinking about is something that's come up in the past about the reading program, right? And I know that that's something that has been looked at and is addressed, but I know we have reading specialists, especially Mrs. Maggio, and, you know, she's someone who's a reading specialist. You know, I think decisions are obviously made always with the best intention, but I think getting a variety of ideas with people who are also educators in other school districts, maybe they're doing something different, kind of formalizing that process, giving that recommendation to the board. I think that could just be another data set that could be helpful when we make decisions, because sometimes we think that the rollout of something might be smoother than it is, and another school district might have experience understanding that maybe the rollout of this program isn't as smooth, or maybe the results weren't what they necessarily expected, and there's a variety of reasons why maybe that doesn't work out. Also, I think having input from people who are knowledgeable, especially in the education field, for example, in terms of part of the hiring process, you know, interviewing candidates, things like that, for certain positions in the school district, I think that could be helpful too, if we don't have such a committee. So I think it's just getting diversity of opinions, people who are knowledgeable, people who can speak the language as an administrator and educator, maybe from other districts involved, who just happen to be parents in Plainedge. I think may yield results. That's my thinking behind it.
Again, I think we do have change in management, I think it's important that we have that, so I think that's something that can kind of start going in that sense, kind of have the community kind of talk to the administrators, and from that point, they can kind of make decisions at that juncture. So again, I think kind of like having discussion of what's there, and we do have educational leaders here that we rely on, so I think it's important that we kind of see that, and again, have the community talk to the principals and the teachers, and that's where we kind of go in that direction. So I think that's something that definitely the discussion is there, but I think it's important that we kind of look at. We have a lot of these processes in place. I think it's important that we continue to kind of always, again, kind of own and make sure that we make the best decision moving forward with all students involved. So I think it's important that we.
As far as hiring processes and such like that, we do look for parent volunteers on a regular basis. So just so we're in the same, we're on the same page here. Everyone's challenged with time and such like that, and, you know, we do have many applications that come in. We have over 1,000, 1,200, and we basically work through a filtering process and taking a look at where people, what their achievements are, what their skills are, and ultimately it goes through a process. We probably will screen anywhere from 25 to 50, and then they'll be invited back, and there'll be an initial screening committee, and then from that screening committee, it'll move on to a formal committee, and then ultimately to a general inside the classroom with large, you know, obviously our students. So we do have that in place today, and that opportunity exists for people that are interested. Put a tool vote now. At this time.
Yeah. Oh, at this time.
At this time, like to put it to a vote.
We'd like to put this to a vote.
All in
All in
favor?
favor?
To form committee, yes.
Second? Mrs. Spagnuolo? Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Confirmation of text. What's that? You can ask the district clerk to read this, here it is. Confirmation of text, something like that.
Okay.
I'll write it down. Okay, you do it.
Resolved that the following budget gross amount of the necessary claims and expenditures in Plainedge Union Free School District number 18 in the town of Oyster Bay, school year 2023 to 2024, amounting to
101,000.
101,212, 913 school purpose.
101 million.
Oh, 101 million.
Excuse me.
101 million, 212,913.
Sure.
Library purpose, 2,879,680. Total, 104,092,593. B, and the same is hereby accepted. Resolved that the sum of $68,695,987 for school purpose, $2,785,330 for library purpose, total $71,481,317. Being the remainder of budget adopted as above, and the amount which must be raised by taxation, net amount for Plainedge Union Free School District number 18 of the town of Oyster Bay, Nassau County, New York, for the year 2020-2021 be levied upon the taxable property of the said school district, as said property has been certified by the assessor for the school year 2023 to 2024. Resolved that the district clerk of the school district is hereby authorized and directed pursuant to section 6-20.0 and amendments thereto of the Nassau County Administrative Code to file a certified copy of these resolutions with the Nassau County Legislature and the Department of Assessment, Mineola, New York, on or before August 15, 2023. The questions of the adoption of the foregoing resolution are duly put to a vote on a roll call, which resulted as follows.
Call the vote, please. At this time.
Joseph Bayruti,
Yes.
Linda Nadian,
Yes.
Joseph Neto,
Yes.
Raymond Paris,
Yes.
Sunny Spagnolo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Award of financing for EPC Phase 2 project to Bank of America Public Capital Corps. Roll call vote for item 2 under new business.
Okay, roll call as stated on the agenda. Okay, Joseph Bayruti,
Yes.
Linda Nadian,
Yes.
Joseph Neto,
Yes.
Raymond Paris,
Yes.
Sunny Spagnolo.
Yes.
Thank you. The resolution was adopted.
Do I have a motion to accept items number 2 through 37 under new business? Dr. Neto, second, Mr. Paris. All in favor? Any opposed? Abstaining? All right, at this time, we have the opportunity for the public
Oh,
comment.
okay.
All
I know.
questions are directed to the President, Board of Education President. Each speaker is limited to 2 minutes in total. Each speaker is expected to use the microphone and state their name clearly. And if you have any questions, you can step up to the microphone now, and we will help you out.
Good evening, everyone. Perry Fuchs, President, Plainedge Federation of Teachers. Nice to see everyone. On behalf of our union, I want to congratulate Mr. Bayruti and Mr. Spagnolo on their respective wins for the Board of Education. Welcome. Mr. Spagnolo, welcome back. Congratulations to Dr. Nadian and Mr. Paris on their elections to Vice President and President, respectively. As the President of the PFT, I can tell you we look forward. Our leadership team looks very much forward to working with Dr. Salina and his administrative team and the Board of Ed to always do what's in the best interest of children. So I'm very excited to look forward to another great year here in Plainedge. We have the summer. It's time for everyone to kind of breathe a little bit, recharge our batteries, so that we're ready in the fall when school comes. We can be ready for the kids. And I know it's going to be a great school year, so enjoy the summer, and we'll see everyone in August. Thank you very much.
Any,
Good evening, everyone. Steve Versace. I had a question. My son was involved with an incident with a teacher at middle school. How can I find out what the outcome was of that incident?
You want me to answer? Sure, you can leave your, Mr. Versace, you can leave your contact information there. We're happy to get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
any other questions or comments? Do I have a motion to adjourn the business meeting? Mr. Paris, second. Dr. Neto, all in favor? Opposed or abstaining? We'll see everyone in August. Thank you.
Great job.